Hi everyone, this is Miss Mariah from the Allen County Public Library coming to you from my home. As most of you know, the Allen County Public Library once a month hosts an art education class. This class was brought about from a survey that was sent out to our patrons, and they were asked, what are programs that you would like to see more of in the Allen County Public Library? So a lot of people said art. I was already doing an acrylic class every quarter, so I thought, well, let's do an art ed class. Most of you, after high school, after college, never gave another thought to art education, art appreciation, anything like that. So I thought, well, okay, we'll throw it out there, and we have been going strong for over a year now. I started out doing sketch work, working on eyes, lips, nose, things like that. And then we put it all together and we made a face. This year I decided to each month pick a different artist, talk about that artist, their techniques, and what genre of art that they are in. This month we're going to be talking about Tom Fedro, which is one of my favorite contemporary artists. Yes, contemporary art is what we're going to be talking about today. Contemporary art, I got my little cheat sheet here, but I've posted at the end of this video a picture of this, so that way you can go back and look at it. Contemporary art has several sections, divisions of it. You've got your arts, architecture, sculpture, painting, literature, music, performing arts, and film. So contemporary art is everywhere. It is thought to have started at the end of the 1960s, which is when modernism ended. And it has a lot of, you can tell, like there's kind of an abstract kind of vibe to it. But it does say that there's no single characteristic, no single feature that says, oh yeah, that's contemporary art. It goes on to the artist. Can the artist put something out there that will invoke feelings, will get people to stop and say, hey, you know, I really like that. And with Tom Fedro, he did that for me. A lot of you know me, know I love colors, I love pop art. This is, it borderlines a little bit on the pop art, maybe abstract, little Picasso feel to a lot of his art, because the features aren't exactly normal looking. They're exaggerated, they're very dramatic. This is a picture of his actual painting. This is my version of it. And you can tell, like, it's bold, it's bright. You've got, of course, the dark lines. Again, that's something that I tend to do in my art. He's been known to be playful in his art, and you can see that. That's very playful, and she's a little sassy, and her colors. He's a great artist. You guys need to check him out. He's got a studio in Illinois. He puts out art every single day. I follow him on Instagram. He is marvelous. And there are so many contemporary artists out there. A lot of artists that you may know, you may not know, or you've seen their art out in the world. So check them out. I'm going to have some photographs of some artwork with the artists listed under. Check them out. I mean, educate yourself. That's what I'm doing. Most of you guys know I am not professionally trained in the art world at all. Everything I've done on my own. I've done by talking to other artists. I'll do something, I'm like, oh, can you help me with this? What's your take on this? What can I do to get it to the next level? And I'm very fortunate that Allen County and the surrounding counties, Warren, Barron, I have friends who are amazing artists who are willing to reach out and say, okay, try this, or have you thought about looking at this artist and learn that technique? Because that could apply here. Wonderful. Artists are amazing people, and if you don't know one, find one and get to know them today, right now. So this month, what I'm going to do, because in the normal program, we would talk about the artist, we would talk about the genre and the technique. The thing about contemporary art, there is not one technique. It falls across so many areas. There's not one single thing that I can say, okay, if you do this, everybody's going to know that's contemporary art. Not going to happen with this one. This one is pretty much finding something that you can do, make it yours, and put it into the world. Okay? See what feelings you can invoke. That the sign of a true artist is when you can invoke feelings in people that they didn't either know they had or they knew they had, and you've just ruffled their feathers. So my budding artist out there, you know who you are. Keep at it, because one day that's going to happen, and it's probably going to hurt a little bit, because you're like, well, why didn't they appreciate that? Why didn't they accept that for what it is, what it means to me? And then you're going to step back and you're going to look and you're like, I get it now. You know, it's not about other people really liking what you're doing. It's how you feel about what you're doing. And sometimes the way you feel, it's going to upset other people, or it's going to cause other people to kind of migrate to you and become part of your tribe. So if you're into art and you're doing it, keep doing it. Ruffle a feather, find a new soulmate. It's all cool beans, as I say. Okay, so the first thing, your painting, when you're done with it, does not have to look exactly like my painting. Like my painting does not look exactly like Tom's painting, right? Like with the color of the hair, I'm all into pink and purple, so I put more pink and purple. His, you can see like there's lighter in there. I chose to exaggerate that more with mine. I put white in there and just really streaked it up. But then with the purple, and let's see, the red, the green, and her eyes, I left those colors bold. I did not add any white to it. I didn't streak it up because I wanted those to pop. I wanted that to be something that you looked at. And as you can tell, the eyes and the lips are major points in these two paintings. We want you to look at those eyes and those lips. Okay? So as you can see, I did mix it up, made it my own. That's what I want you to do with your painting. Make it your own. Because whose house is it going to hang in? It's going to hang in your house, your mama's house, your grandma's house, your sister's house. So make it your own. Put your own flair to it. Put your favorite colors into it. Match it with your bedroom, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to now show you how to sketch her out. I used an 11 by 14 canvas, so it was a small canvas. See? Okay, now we're ready to sketch. So what I did was, I just looked at his painting right here. I started at the top of my sketch pad, and I just kind of made an oval, or half an oval, you know. And then her chin is kind of pointed, so I left kind of a point, and then I just came up a little bit like that. Okay? See? Then I came up here and I did her first wave of hair, and I met with where I stopped her face. Then I made a couple of more waves. A couple of more waves, just like that. Bring it all the way up to the top. So now you've got one side of her face. And it's all shapes. Just remember that. It's just shapes. So, right here we can see where we've got like this little triangle area. So that's what I did there. And I'm going to come around and down. So now we have her arm. We have her arm. You can see that there's another little tiny area right under her neck. So I'm going to go ahead and feel that. I just made a little curve. So I'm going to make this string of hair right here. I'm going to come up here to the top. All flowy and wavy. Just like that. Okay. And on the outside of that hair, you've got her shoulder and her cleavage area. Okay, so I'm going to just go straight out, kind of even with this little space that's under her neck. And I'm just going to make not even a half circle, just kind of oblong down. See that? Okay. And then I'm going to cut a little bit of that off and come around, and I'm making her cleavage and then a straight line down to make the bodice of her dress, the under the chest area. Okay. See it now? Then you can tell her dress where it comes out. So all I'm going to do is come around and then make a straight line across. Just came around, made a straight line across. So now her body and her hair is sketched out. Literally took us less than 2 minutes, okay? And I'll have a photograph of it sketched out on a canvas too, so that you're not caught up in the colors while you're trying to sketch out, okay? Her face. So you can see she has a distinct curve, and then the curve makes her nose. So we're going to come around, down, make her nose, and then down. Now, her nose can be pointy. I kind of made a little pointy. Or it can be rounder. It's totally up to you. Okay? So I want to maybe inch up a little closer here. Now the lips. These are always my favorite part. So I'm going to start with the Cupid's bow right here. And we're going to wing up, then come down, down, just like that. We're going to come across, then make kind of a little dip in her lip, just like that. And then, now this part might take you a couple of times, but just have a good eraser. You've got it. I got faith in you. I always do. You know, you guys know that. Okay, so now her eye. Now, his eye and his head has got a tilt. I don't know why I can't do that tilt. But that painting and this drawing, both times, I did not achieve that tilt. So it's totally up to you guys, okay? So her eyes. So I'm gonna meet about right here on that line. And I'm just gonna swoop up, curve, and swoop down. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna come back. Just like that. Okay. So now we've got the shape of her eye. I'm going to make her eyelid. Okay, right there. I just started right here and I just came up and around. As I said, it's very dramatic. It's just exaggerated. So have fun with it. Play with it. And I'm going to just make just the shape of her actual pupil area, the color area. Let's see here. All right, there you go. So you got her eyelid, her pupil. So all this will be black. I chose green because you guys know I love green. Green. And of course this will be white. And this will be whatever color you make it. So it's all up to you. You have got her sketched out now. Less than 8 minutes. We've got this painting sketched out. Again, I'm going to show you a photograph in the video of her just sketched out. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to send the library an email. They'll get it to me. If you know me personally, send me a message. I will totally help you with this because it's so much fun. So she's all sketched out. And the one thing that really kind of sometimes stresses people out, because you can color her in, you can do your thing, you can mix, match, make whatever. It's the black lines, okay? So I have got a number 8. It's just a student set, paintbrush set, like just student, okay? So as you can tell, I've put some paint on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten it out and load it up. Push it down into the brushes and it's very flat. Now make sure that your painting is dry because you're going to need to rest your pinky on your painting. So here we go. Start wherever you want. I would probably like whatever direction, like continue with that direction so that you're not putting your pinky on wet paint, okay? So you just steady your hand like this, you know, with your pinky, and you just go down along that line just like that. And then you turn your paintbrush over when you start feeling it get a little weak. You start seeing your color through that. There you go. And as you can tell, my lines are not perfect. You can tell. I've got some areas that are a little wider than others. There's a little space here. I can sit here and tell you I love this painting. She'll hang in my bedroom. I'll love her always, but I can pick out 50 things that I did wrong. So don't do that to yourself. Say, I love her. I'll cherish her. She's mine. She's beautiful. And don't concentrate, because the one thing about a painting, a lot of people are like, I want it to look just like this photograph. Just like this photograph. Well, then blow that photograph up, put it on a canvas, hang it on your wall. The first thing you need to learn about painting is, if it looks just like a photograph, what's the use? So you make it yours. You put your style, your ability into it, and it's going to be all right. Don't let people pressure you into thinking it has to look just like a photograph, because it does not. It has to look like your art. So I hope you guys appreciated this art education class and my lecturing with my pointy fingers. Next month, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll do abstract. Maybe we'll be in my backyard throwing paint around like Jackson Pollock. That would be so much fun. If there's anything that you guys would like to learn about, a technique, an artist, send me an email, send me a message, send the library an email, and I will concentrate on that. I will work on that, and we'll have a program about that. This is for you guys. I truly enjoy it, and I love connecting with you guys, but it's about you. So if there's something that you're wanting to learn, someone you're wanting to learn more about, give me a holler, and we will make it happen. So from the Allen County Public Library, thank you so much for joining me today. I will continue doing these programs online until we can meet face-to-face again. And if there's guys out there that can't make the programs, I don't know, maybe we'll continue online too. You never know. You never know about the Allen County Public Library. We just love you guys. We miss you guys. We can't wait to see you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay kind, please. Thank you. You have a good day.